And as we navigate the path ahead towards becoming a Viksit Bharat by 2047, India must make that transition towards becoming a leading player in global maritime logistics. So today we wanted to take the opportunity to bring together all relevant stakeholders, from policymakers to industry movers and shakers such as yourselves, on a single platform to chart the course of Maharashtra as the heartbeat of India's maritime future, as the gateway to growth. And it's with this spirit in mind that the Maharashtra Maritime Summit was originally conceptualized. So today's gathering brings together the brightest minds from the maritime space, from India and well beyond, as you can see, including the public sector and the private sector alike, as we together collectively explore Maharashtra's crucial role in achieving the Maritime India Vision 2030 and the Maritime Amritkal Vision 2047. So to build on that spirit and to build on that sentiment, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to please request all of our esteemed guests to kick off this auspicious occasion with a ceremonial lighting of the lamp. Gentlemen, if you could please do the honors.
गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय.
What a special moment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, if I could please request the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Ports, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Nitesh Rane, to please felicitate our Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra and our chief guest here at the Maharashtra Maritime Summit, Shri Devendra Fadnavis. A token of appreciation, we are deeply humbled and truly gracious that you decided to be here, sir. Thank you. And with that, if I could please request the CEO of Maharashtra Maritime Board, Shri Pradeep P, to please felicitate the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Ports, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Nitesh Rane. Thank you, sir. It's a very special moment. Thank you. If I could also have Pradeep sir, please felicitate the Additional Chief Secretary of Transport and Ports, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Sanjay Sethi. Thank you. And Pradeep sir, if I could also please have you felicitate the Principal Secretary of Tourism, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Atul Patel, please. All right. If we could please have the felicitation of Shri Unmesh Bagh, IRS, Chairman of the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority. All right. With that, thank you, gentlemen. So Maharashtra's coastline, with its rich economic potential, is now on the cusp of a complete transformation. A transformation that will redefine the region's role in national as well as international trade. So to do a bit of a deep dive on what the future holds and to set the context for the day ahead, if I could please invite on stage the Chief Secretary of Transport and Ports, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Sanjay Sethi, to please approach the dais and deliver an opening address. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji, Shri Nitesh Rane, Minister of Ports, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Today's summit underlines the fact that maritime sector has a bigger and bigger role in states' economies. And at the same time, it also underlines that states have a much bigger role now in this maritime sector. To make the context clear, Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra has now undertaken the task of making a vision for the state divided into three parts for the next 4 to 5 years, 10 years, and then the 2047. So when we started this process, we thought something like this stakeholders conference, this summit, should be a part of this. Sir, when we were doing this Maritime India Vision 2030 for Government of India, sir, so we, in fact, those are those COVID times, we had this presentation before the Honorable Prime Minister. And I saw Rinkesh Roy here, he was Paradeep chairman at that time. Two of us were given the task of making this presentation. Honorable Prime Minister heard us for good 1.5 hours, sir. And after that, the question asked was, कि logistics cost में जो है, single digit में कैसे आएगा ये बताएं. So the context setting is that ports are not to be seen in isolation. Ports are to be seen as a part of this supply chain, which ultimately the aim is to reduce this logistics cost, which will make our exports competitive, which will in turn help the whole economy to grow, where states' contributions, states like Maharashtra, have a huge role. So when we now talk about port development, it basically means that how we can ease this business, how we can increase the speed, and how we can decrease the cost. In terms of the infrastructure development or port development, Vadhavan is a shining example that for the first time state government is made a shareholder in a major port. As you would all know, this is a union subject where major ports are totally owned by central government. This is the first time that Vadhavan port will have shareholding of 26%. And now you must all be reading in newspapers that the Honorable Chief Minister has a certain plan, a target, where Vadhavan does not remain just a port, but it will be a multimodal hub for all kinds of economic activity, whereby not only an airport comes in there, then all kinds of economic activity which will lead to a certain port city, a certain engine of economic growth for that region is what we are looking at. In this, we would include the multimodal logistic parks, the FTWZs, the SCZs, the rail, road and coastal connectivity, the inland waterway connectivity, which in term, when we used to talk about JNPA, sir, the rail's modal share is still about 14 to 15%. So if that rail share increases and the water share increases, it is an optimal exercise which leads to reduction in logistics costs to a very big way, sir. Of course, the infrastructure in terms of warehouses, etc., is a part of this. When we talk about speed, basically what we are saying is that we don't just have to develop new ports, but these ports have to become efficient. The turnaround time there has to decrease. The dwell time for imports and exports, as you would know, it's last 10 years, the kind of progress we have made, the logistics performance index where we used to rank some 58th, 59th, we are now around 30th in the whole world among 130 countries, sir. Government of India took certain initiatives in terms of speed where National Logistics Portal and Unified Logistics Interface Platform. So thereby, we get all the stakeholders on one platform. So for the state, again, getting them on one platform where they're connected. Ultimately, speed is about connectivity, sir. And customs trade facilitation, all this will make sure that we go ahead with the speed part. This much often quoted figure of logistics cost being 13% of our GDP, etc. I also feel that we need to do some independent studies on that, because in a state like Maharashtra, we've really done much better now. And we must show that how logistics cost has gone down here, sir. With the introduction of newer and newer technology, where we discuss artificial intelligence being used in various things, starting from a crane to actual storage, the storage yards, everywhere. So all this means that the cost comes down. Another big dimension, of course, is the green logistics, which basically means that we all, not just shore supply, but all dimensions of greening the ports, green logistics, we should take up. So today's summit, considering that Maharashtra has taken a lead, we have now, including Vadavan, we have 3 major ports in just one state. This is the only state, sir. And Vadavan, since it has capacity to grow even after the kind of target we are setting now, which is about 23.5 million TEUs, unlike JNPA, where there are physical constraints to sort of expand, this should be able to take care of our 2047. So our focus has to be in Maharashtra on better connectivity, on increasing all these allied areas now. We have come up with a shipbuilding policy, which we have in the later sessions. We'll talk about that. We are talking about land management and waterfront, which basically will mean that all areas of port activity and allied activities will get the center stage. And also we are talking about water transport in a big way, where it helps ease of living. I must share with this audience, sir, that ultimately our Radio Club Jetty project has got a green signal from the High Court also, whereby when you people will travel from South Mumbai to the Navi Mumbai airport, you will know and realize the importance of this Radio Club Jetty, which was stuck for so many years. I must mention here that projects like Vadavan, which was stuck for 30 years, project like a Radio Club Jetty, which was stuck for how many years, I don't know. Honorable Chief Minister has been singularly instrumental in taking care of each and every smallest possible issue that was related to it. Even when he was not in power, I remember we used to have these meetings on Vadavan where all those strategic interventions have made sure that it has seen the light of the day. I welcome you all today to this, and I hope that these discussions will lead to making a good grand vision for Maharashtra, and also try and focus on a lot of those issues that affect this sector, that will help this sector. Thank you very much and welcome again.
Thank you, Mr. Sethi, for so beautifully setting the tone. So now, to put things into context, ladies and gentlemen, Maharashtra's 15 non-major ports handle upwards of 70 million metric tons of cargo in the last year alone, as you may know. And the state of Maharashtra has not only identified the need to fast-track maritime infrastructure, but implemented a detailed, all-inclusive plan by way of the Maharashtra Maritime Development Policy 2023. So to tell us more about the state of Maharashtra's maritime might, I'd like to invite the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Ports, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Nitesh Rane, to deliver a special address, sir.
Honorable, respected Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis ji, Honorable Secretary of Ports, Sanjay Sethi ji, Honorable JNPT Chairman Shri Umesh Wagh ji, present here Honorable Secretary Industries Ambalgam ji, Honorable MMB CEO Pradeep P ji, present all respected dignitaries, industries leaders, maritime stakeholders and esteemed guests. Good morning to all. It's both a privilege and a moment of pride to welcome all of you to the Maharashtra Maritime Summit 2025. An important milestone for our collective journey to position Maharashtra as a powerhouse in India's maritime landscape. We gather here at a time when India, under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, is making bold strides towards becoming a global maritime hub. At the state level, the dynamic leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji has provided the impetus of unlocking Maharashtra's vast coastal and maritime potential. Maharashtra, known as the economic engine of India, has its destiny intertwined with water. The Arabian Sea is not merely a boundary for us, but it is a bridge, a passage, teeming with opportunity. With a 877 long coastline and 15 non-major cargo ports, Maharashtra is strategically positioned to emerge as a leading state in port-led development, maritime manufacturing and coastal mobility. The summit is just not a dialogue, it is a call to action for stakeholders like you to become partners in our ambitious maritime growth story. Our vision is not limited to capacity enhancement, it is rooted in sustainability. From green logistics and multimodal integration to empowering coastal communities, we are creating a robust and inclusive maritime ecosystem. One of the most significant infrastructure projects, like mentioned by our Secretary Sanjay Sethi ji, is the Vadhavan Port. I wouldn't go much in detail because he has clearly explained the importance and how it will help the Maharashtra maritime growth story as well as the Indian growth story. Friends, in April this year, a high-level delegation from Maharashtra, under the guidance of Honorable Chief Minister Fadnavis ji, undertook a transformative visit to Netherlands. The aim was clear: to forge global maritime partnerships and bring international practices to our shores in alignment with Maritime Indian Vision 2030 and Amrit Kal Vision 2047. We held a high-level discussion with institutions like Atreides, which has shown readiness to support large-scale port infrastructure in Maharashtra through ECA-backed export credit insurance. This is a critical step towards mobilizing global capital for our ports projects. The ING Group expressed clear intent to invest 1 billion in coastal infrastructure, supporting mega projects, dry ports and logistics clusters. Invest International, backed by the Dutch government, is keen to partner in financial sustainable maritime and logistics projects across the state. We also welcome collaboration of Kotak International in establishing a center of excellence of maritime self-development. Similarly, our visit to Port of Rotterdam opened new possibilities of AI power logistics, green bunkering and smart mobility. Insights we will embed in our upcoming smart port roadmap. A major highlight is the MOU of Daman Shipyards, through which we will set up technical training centers in partnership with ITIs focused on maritime engineering and innovation. This visit was just not diplomatic, it was strategic. It has laid the groundwork for employment generation, FDI inflow and strong coastal economy. The formation of a Maritime Acceleration Task Force, which will now drive these initiatives forward. And most importantly, we signed a historic MOU with Rural Enhancement Group, represented by Amber Aide and Atal Solutions BV Netherlands, supported by international credit agencies from Netherlands, Denmark and Poland. With 120 crores of investment, 6 ITIs across Maharashtra will be modernized, benefiting over 7,000 youth every year and preparing them for employment in upcoming projects like JNPT and DG. This is just the beginning. Our global collaborations will help Maharashtra emerge as not just a maritime leader in India, but as a global maritime destination. This summit brings together port developers, logistic experts, and industry leaders to answer a critical question: how can Maharashtra lead India's maritime transformation? I believe we already have the answer. We are ready, we have the policy, the land, the infrastructure, and most importantly, the leadership under our Honorable Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji. All we need now is partnership. Maharashtra is proud to launch, as mentioned by Sanjay Sethi ji also, shipbuilding, ship repair and ship recycling policy 2025. The pioneering initiative to build a globally competitive marine manufacturing sector. We have identified several locations along the coast of development of marine shipyard clusters, stand-along shipyards offering deep draft access, railroad connectivity and proximity to industrial corridors. The policy offers three major things: capital subsidies for project execution, fiscal incentives for skill innovation and R&D, and streamlined regulatory insurance to accelerate project timelines. Importantly, this is just not an industrial initiative, it's a social mission. Through focused skilling and upskilling programs, we aim to create strong job-ready workforce, especially by empowering our local youth in the coastal regions. Whether you are a global shipbuilder, a marine technology innovator, or a supplier looking to scale, Maharashtra welcomes you to a part of this transformation. In a partnership with Kochi Metro Rail Limited, we have drawn up a detailed master plan for Mumbai Water Metro. A network of 35 terminals over 30 routes connecting key locations such as Vasai to Gateway of India, Kalyan Thane, Bailapur to Mandwa, Mira Road, Bhinder to Nariman Point. The initiative will offer cleaner and faster transport, integration with metro, suburban rail and road networks, greener vessels and smart ticketing infrastructure, attractive PPP opportunities for operators, investors and urban mobility innovators. Beyond decongesting the roads, the initiative will also catalyze coastal livelihoods, marine tourism and promote low-emission urban economy. Friends, the foundation has been laid, the policies are ready, the vision is clear, now we seek your partnership. Let us all work together to make Maharashtra the gateway to India's maritime future. Let's create sustainable infrastructure, generate quality jobs, usher in a new era of innovation, investment and impact. Let this be an anchor of collaboration, dialogue, groundbreaking action. I invite all of you to work with us, to challenge and inspire us. Together, let us sail towards a cleaner, faster, globally connected maritime Maharashtra. I personally thank Honorable Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji for giving us his precious time to grace this occasion and always supporting us. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Huge thank you to the Honourable Minister for that incredibly comprehensive overview. Thank you so much, sir. Huge round of applause once more. And I'd like to now also acknowledge our Secretary of Industries, Government of Maharashtra, who has just joined us, Dr. P. Anvalagan. Huge round of applause, sir. Sir, thank you for being here. All right. I believe I speak for everyone in saying that it's clear that Maharashtra's maritime moment has in fact arrived. So against that backdrop, the state of Maharashtra's coastline extends over 870 kilometers, as you just heard. So to shed more light on some of the finer nuances of the state's maritime policy and its potential, we're in the presence of a visionary who's been instrumental in shaping Maharashtra's rise as India's maritime powerhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now please invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra and our chief guest, Shri Devendra Fadnavis. Huge round of applause.
A very good morning to all of you. My colleague and Minister for Ports, Shri Nitesh Rane ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Shri Sanjay Sethi ji, Chairman JNPT, Shri Unmesh Wagh, Secretary Industries, Shri Anbalgam, Chief Executive Officer of Maharashtra Maritime Board, Shri Pradeep, all the dignitaries present here, friends, I pick up one statement made by my friend and colleague Shri Nitesh Rane, which underlines the motto of Maharashtra Maritime Summit. Mr. Rane has rightly said that sea for all of us is not just boundary. It's a bridge to opportunity and prosperity. And I think for the entire day today, we will be deliberating around this statement how to make the entire maritime economy a bridge to opportunity and prosperity. I'm very happy that the Ministry of Ports has organized this Maharashtra Maritime Summit, because all of us know that Honorable Prime Minister of India is very keen on developing the port-led economy. And he rightly feels that if we develop the maritime economy, India can be the next major player in global supply chain. And that is why the Government of India has created the India Maritime Vision for 2030 and India Amrutkal Maritime Vision for 2047. And picking the tasks from both the visions, we are here to create a very robust vision for the state of Maharashtra. I think the state of Maharashtra, especially Mumbai and Konkan, have a very rich history of maritime economy. There are certain ports in Konkan where history goes back to more than 500, 600 years, whereby they were doing a lot of business with certain countries across the world. And I think we are now trying to reinvent that position through our new maritime policy. I always say that Mumbai is our economic capital, it is our commercial capital, it is our entertainment capital, it is our financial capital. But what has led Mumbai to be the economic engine of India? It is the two ports, the Mumbai port and the JNPA port. These two ports have actually put Mumbai at the forefront of economy, and today Mumbai has become a powerhouse of Indian economy. But as rightly said, today when we aspire to become the part of global chain, global supply chain, we require to enhance our port capacity, our handling capacity, our efficiencies, our connectivity to the port. And I think this new Vadhavan port is going to change the entire space of port-led development in India, because we know that after completion, it will be ranked amongst first 10 global ports in terms of capacity handling. I must tell you that India and the state of Maharashtra conceived this port in 90s, and somehow due to certain environmental reasons, in 1992, Supreme Court of India shelved the project. It was handed over to a Supreme Court's committee headed by a High Court judge. And they concluded that since the entire right-of-way is passing through a natural area, this port cannot be built. And so the project was closed. But Vadhavan is one of the most strategic location to build any port with 20 meters deep draft. This strategic location was very important to make India a maritime power. So after 2014, when the central government changed, Modi ji took over and we took over in the state of Maharashtra, we started looking at it and we said that can't we avoid the natural area and can we not find a new right of way whereby we bypass the entire natural area. And then I put up a team of officers and I would like to thank those officers. They found out entirely new right of way, bypassing the entire natural area. And then for 4 years, we went from High Court to Supreme Court appointed committee. And finally, we got all the environmental approvals and all type of approvals. And we partner with initially it was 100% state of Maharashtra's port. But we thought that port at this scale, we need to partner with the government of India. So we made them major partner. We became the minor partners, 26% we hold in the company. And now that the Vadhavan port is being built, Mr. Unmesh Wagh is in charge of Vadhavan port, and I am sure that in shortest of time, they'll try to build the port, and that will actually open up a huge economy for India and for global trade. We are also trying to connect our ports efficiently with rail and road. The Samruddhi Expressway, which we built, now integrates around 15 to 16 districts with the JNPA port, and for a district from where cargo used to reach JNPA port in 6 to 7 days, now can reach in less than 10 hours. And I think that is going to change the efficiency of cargo handling at the port as well. Now, we are also connecting the Vadhavan port by access control road to Samruddhi Expressway, whereby, and the connectors of Samruddhi Expressway, we will enable 24 districts of Maharashtra to have direct access to the JNPA port and Vadhavan port, whereby the port-led development can be extended to all these districts and an entire ecosystem can be created. Likewise, we are also trying to develop rail networks connecting these ports. And I must thank Honorable Prime Minister for his Sagarmala project, by which the connectivity has become very easy, and the central government is putting a lot of investment in all type of multimodal connectivity to these ports. India will be building its first offshore airport near this Vadhavan port, and that will create a multi-modal cargo handling capacity at Vadhavan airport. We are also trying to make our non-major ports more efficient, because we feel that they also have a major role to play. I think with all these initiatives in the future, as rightly told by the ACS and the minister, we look forward for not just cargo handling, but shipbuilding, ship recycling. We look for water transport. And I think there's huge scope for water transport in the state of Maharashtra, especially in Mumbai and MMR region, whereby we can bring a lot of ease of living. All of us know that in logistics, if we move the logistics by road, if we incur cost of 1 rupee, by rail it is 30 paise, and by water it is just 10 paise. I think this effect of cutting down the logistics cost is very important for India to become a superpower. I think soon we will be India, world's third largest economy, but then the road towards second and first is very difficult, and that is charted by Honorable Prime Minister, and Maharashtra wants to be the leading player on this road. I would like to assure you all that all the deliberations which you will do in the entire day will be summed up and will be brought to me. And I assure the Ports Department, Honorable Minister, and all the officials of Port Department that whatever recommendations come out of today's deliberations, we will be very eager to make it part of Maharashtra's vision, of Maharashtra's new policy, so that all of us work together to make India and Maharashtra a maritime superpower. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
All right. Thank you to the Honorable Chief Minister for sharing such a rich range of takeaways.